The victim, Johnny Boy, was last seen Friday, November 16th by his friends leaving lunch at 1:30 p.m. When he failed to answer his parents' calls later that night and didn't show up at home, his parents began to worry. They filed a missing persons report that Saturday morning. The weekend passed and the police got a call from a very frightened jogger at 8 a.m. She told police she was jogging, saw a body lying in a ditch, face upwards, fully clothed, and she immediately called. The first responders who arrived to the scene after the call found a knife nearby the body and a stab wound to the forehead. The victim was later identified as Johnny Boy.
The manner was homicidal because the victim was stabbed in the forehead and the knife was found far from him. Mechanism was brain hemorrhaging because a stab wound to the forehead causes him to bleed out, and the cause of the death was a stab to the forehead because there are no other wounds on the victim. Rigor mortis determination. When the victim was found by the first responders, his lips were visibly pale and his skin was purple and waxy. The palms of his hands and the bottoms of his feet were blue. There were fluids all around his mouth and nose, and he gave off a terrible smell.
Johnny Boy was 18 years old, 160 pounds, and fully clothed when he was found. His body was not stiff and rigor mortis was not evident. The outside temperature was 8 degrees Celsius, and the water the victim was found in was 6.9 degrees Celsius. The victim was 6.9 degrees Celsius when we found him, and this is the math.
The victim is now a greenish-purple color with marble-like pattern around his body. His face is completely discolored to the point where he is no longer recognizable, and his skin is blistered from gases, and his abdomen was bloated. Insects found on the body during investigation were analyzed and found to be botfly maggots of the second and third instar. A large amount of them were found near the head and neck area, and it can be noted that they are moving slowly towards the lower areas of the body.
Environmental factors are, since the body was laying in the wet ditch, the humidity and exposure to the environment promote the decay. Also, the cool temperature, it being November, slows down the rigor mortis.